friends, MD Vegan. I make a juice. On a gentle juice fasting day, I drink 4 liters. I found I have to drink that much. If I have less, I quickly find out something to drink more, because 4 liters is my guarantee, personal, individually, that I feel great. Also on the next day, when I break my fast, I only fast 1 day usually. That's my rhythm. Every week, 1 day. Not eating, just drinking, reducing calories, having these wonderful juices. They are not for regular days usually. I can enjoy a quick snack with a juice. That's always nice, but it's more important. It's more expensive, because juicing is more expensive than eating the fruit, because you give a part of the food, you give it away. Either you put it in the garden to let the plants grow happily, or you put it away because you don't eat it, consume it. The juices take out the essence of the plant. It's fruit and vegetables mostly. I have some ginger here. I'll show you my ingredients in a moment. But only the nutrients, so to say, that what is really powerful for our body in the fruit, in the plant, that's what in the juice is. What is healthy for the intestines, for the digestion, to work, to get the job done, to moderate the nutrient intake, that is left out in the juices. A smoothie has everything from a plant that is edible, but a juice usually has only the nutrients and the liquid parts, not the parts that cause digestion. So a juice is a way to get the nutrients into the system without digestion. So on a fasting day, the digestion rests, a pause. And that's like a long night, because that's what happens at night. Ideally, we don't digest, we pause. And so what happens in a juicing day, I pause digestion, I reduce calorie, the body begins to digest itself, to cleanse. That means cleanse itself. And cleansing can be very stressful if you do it too much, too fast. And so I have a gentle juice fasting. That means I eat in a moderate way, only 1 day, but constantly, every week, every year, every decade, I do my fasting. That's nice and easy and gentle and delightful, because the juices taste delicious. I have a lot of extra time. I don't need to cook. Juicing takes not much time. I only take time to prepare it, to get my ingredients that I need for the fasting day, for the juicing. And afterwards, after the fasting day, I have to begin to eat again. I have to be a little bit careful not to eat as much as I want. My body says, eat more, because you missed something. And I have to say, no, I will eat slowly. I begin to break the fast slowly, 1 apple maybe at a time. Then I pause before I have the next meal, and so on. And that's a little bit of discipline. Also, the fasting day, a little bit of discipline, not to eat things just as I would like to, just to have a little bit of discipline, restraint, only juices. But it is also very delicious. Today, I make this kale juice. I have some kale here, you see. This is a very powerful green plant, the kale. It is actually the most nutrient-dense green plant, or plant at all we have. Kale is really on top of the list. Nothing comes close to kale. So juicing this is a very powerful juice, a very nutritious juice, kale juices, and they're also not sour, they're more alkaline. That means our system, when it's overstressed to sour, as we say, it gets alkaline balanced. So greens are wonderful, it's our most important food. So that is the green part. But to make it delicious, because can it be a little bit bitter or tart or so unpleasant, I usually juice the greens with fruit. And the main fruit today are apples and pears. Both as important. I tried both with kale and both together with kale. different recipes. Here, this is two nice, beautiful pears, and these are small apples, two of them. And the pears and the apples almost the same amount. They look a little different because the shape is different, but they are pretty much the same amount. So that is important. Apples and pears have almost the same nutrients, the same calories, but they're a little bit different how they work on the system. The apples are a little bit sour, the pears are a little bit more sweet, and the pears are good for the kidney cleansing, the liquid parts that go out of the body that are eliminated, and the apples more for the firm parts, for the intestines. So both are similar in nutrients, almost identical in nutrients and calories, but there is a little difference in the effect. So the firm parts of the elimination are with apples enhanced, and the liquid parts with pears in general. And that is scientifically based, not only the proverb saying, it's also scientifically based. So it's wonderful to have pears and apples, and they taste wonderful together. You have apple pear kale juice. That's a wonderful combination you can try. It's really nice balanced. Not only sweet and sour. Without a pear, the kale juice with the apples might be a little bit too little. There's too little sweetness in there. It depends on the kale you have, but with the pear and the apple, the perfect balance. And then I put a lemon to it. That is very nice to balance the kale. And also to balance the apple and the pear with the lemon. And the ginger has the same effect. I have a nice pot of ginger here in that juice that gives them more fire to the flavors. All the flavors are enhanced with lemon and ginger. And I might use some lemon peel. I have the whole lemon peel here. I cut the peel off. I don't know if I use all of it. With greens, it can be a little bit too much sometimes, because the greens have these bitter flavors, and the peel has a lot of nutrients, but also it can be too much bitter flavor. So we'll see while juicing how much of the greens, how much of the peel I can take. I'll tell you after the juicing. I come back in a moment. But there is two more parts in this juice that makes it special. I have made this juice already with the pear, with the apple, with the kale and lemon and ginger. But what I did not do so far, I now add two more greens. Parsley, that is a super cleanser. It has a sour, peppery green flavor that's very special for the greens and perfect with a pear. Pear and parsley is perfect. And I add 2 stalks of celery. And celery is not only super healthy as a green, always, but it also has a smoky flavor. I use celery as a seasoning for many recipes, also juices. I began to do that only a couple of months ago. I didn't find out before, but the celery is not only healthy, it has this smoky tone, the earthly smoky tone adds to many flavors, and it's really amazing. It gives really a nice sound, like a boost. You have to try that, it's really delicious. So that's what I tried today. It's new, I never did it before. And I always do my juices. If I have a fasting day, I go through my recipes on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, more than 3,000 recipes now. And what I can do, if I find out, did I make this juice before, I punch in the search line of my YouTube channel, just the main ingredients like pear, apple, kale, and then it gives me all the recipes where that is in the title. So I find out quickly how many kale, pear, apple juices I have, and then I see what kind of juice I can make. I did not make yet. So if you are looking for a juice recipe or as another recipe with these ingredients, you just punch in the main ingredients you're looking for your recipe, and MD Vegan to it in YouTube. And you find all the recipes by MD Vegan that have these ingredients in the title. So it's easy way, but of course more than 3,000 video recipes. How would you know what is there? I'm organizing a little bit more. I have some playlists where juices are all collected, and some of them, I mean, and smoothies and cakes and dressings and salads and these kind of things. I have already a cauliflower, I have some playlists, but I will organize a little better in future to have a little bit more oversight through all these recipes, more than 3,000 recipes, when I make a new recipe every single day, yeah, for 8 or 9 years now, because so you have some numbers there that it needs a little bit of organization. And the other thing is I will make a new book that's coming soon, where I have an oversight, a little overview over my recipes with food categories, and then you will see a little bit a systematic approach here, what the method of take three, what kind of recipes, what the ideal recipes there is, and something about veganism too, a little bit idea about veganism, the Ahimsa diet, Ahimsa lifestyle. There is also some ideas about that. So, but that comes later. For now, I make the juice, and I hope the book will come soon to have a little bit more a written base also to my recipes. So I will juice now the kale juice with the pear and the apples and the celery and the Pears parsley, and I come back in a moment and show you what it tastes like. It's a good liter now. A green juice I have here. Yeah, it's a wonderful juice. Looks great. Let me taste it. I used all the lemon peel and all the ginger. I thought, come on. I think it's good because there's a lot of fruit in there, and the kale I had is not too bitter, so I could take the risk, take the chance. Let's see. I will taste it now. Wonderful, wonderful. Now these green juices, when there are plenty of fruit in there, they're so delicious, like a sweet, you know, like a candy. Wonderful flavors. Green, red juices, all kinds of juices. Here, I show you what it looks like. See, it's nice and creamy. It's full of nutrients. It's really bursting with nutrients, and that will really make my fasting day a delight. There is so much sensitivity on a fasting day, and the intellect is really spreading, vibrating with creativity, because all the digestion that usually takes 60% of the energy from the food, that's now all gone. It's all now from the food. This is the food now. Liquid food comes onto the system right away. It's a completely turnaround of the system. It's an upside down everything. But in the morning, tomorrow, the next day, I'll turn it around again. I need to eat again slowly, and then it's normal again. But today, I really have enhanced senses. I feel more intense. My thoughts are more alert. Yeah, I'm self-reflecting, and I'm creative. That's really nice. So a little bit used to that. I hope you have some fasting experience, some days already. Then that begins to be very easy, because it's gentle juice fasting. It's not very, we don't push ourselves. You know, it's very easy. That's a wonderful thing to do. If you like this juice, just try. Let me know. You can also like my videos, subscribe, and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And if you go to Tree Yoga Moon Fasting on Facebook, there is a website, a Facebook page that we did. There you can also be a member and see my juices all the time in the fasting calendar for the best fasting days. Have some conversation, ask special questions, whatever you like. But yeah, you're welcome. Hope to see you soon.